Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Latil, for this introduction, and it's hard to match your energy on stage. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It's a real pleasure to welcome you to the launch of an exciting new chapter in the kingdom's real estate journey, Trump Plaza Jeddah. This evening follows an important milestone just yesterday in Riyadh, where Dar Global and the Trump Organization unveiled Trump Wadi Safar, a moment that sent a clear and powerful signal to the market, reflecting strong investor confidence and interest in Saudi Arabia as a long-term destination for global investment. But tonight, our focus turns to Jeddah. Tonight, we are launching Trump Plaza Jeddah, a fully integrated mixed-use destination that reflects the city's rising global appeal. Located at the heart of the Amaya development, the project is set to play a defining role in the city's evolving urban and investment landscape. This evening also marks a significant milestone as we celebrate the third prestigious collaboration in Saudi Arabia between Dar Global and the Trump Organization, one of the world's most recognized names in luxury real estate and branded developments. All of this brings us to the people who are turning this vision into reality. I am delighted to be joined on stage by our distinguished panelists who will share their vision, insights, and expectations for this development and the wider market. Thank you all for being with us. So, Mr. Yousef, let me start this conversation with you. Why Jeddah? Why did you decide to choose Jeddah to launch such a project on a massive scale?
Thank you, Lara. أولاً أهلا وسهلا فيكم جميعاً ضيوفنا الليلة. اليوم جداً سعداء باستضافتكم. بس اعذروني, I will switch to English in the beginning to welcome my friend, our guest. Thank you. We are really more than happy to host you with your wife, Lara Trump, and your team, and with this great organization. And really you add a lot of values for all of our projects. So thank you, my friend, and really welcome to Saudi. Welcome to your home. Actually, it's your home. And if you excuse me to explain something about our relationship for our clients, it's almost 1 decade between our organization, Dar Global, and the Trump Organization. Almost 7 projects worldwide. And really, we are more than happy and proud of it. Thank you again. Return to the subject. You asked me about why Jeddah. Jeddah, actually, it's the gate for Al-Haramain. It's the gate for Mecca and Al-Medina. It's the commercial capital for Saudi Arabia. It's a destination between too many nationalities worldwide. All the Muslim world, they come to Mecca through Jeddah. So, and also a lot of investors and a lot of visitors. And so, as we call Jeddah usually, Jeddah ghair. That means Jeddah different. So, yes.
Absolutely. Dr. Abdulaziz, this project is being launched at a time when we are seeing massive developments from the government in Jeddah's real estate and infrastructure. It is estimated that around $130 billion have been invested in Jeddah from the government since the launch of Vision 2030. So what can you tell us about those plans?
Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you here in Jeddah on behalf of Jeddah Municipality. And of course, we are honored to have Eric Trump here with us in Jeddah in the second time with the second project here in Jeddah. We are happy to welcome you back in Jeddah again. And it's an example of how Jeddah is a great place to develop opportunities such as projects. Jeddah is coming to the near future of supporting and providing what it's make to make Vision 2030 happening, and we are supporting this vision by our guidance, His Highness Prince Mohammed bin Salman, who's leading this vision toward a great future of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and Jeddah, of course. Many projects and many mega projects that have been launched here in Jeddah and in the process and under construction right now, which means turning Jeddah to an opportunity and a great area to live with. We are helping and we are working in Jeddah municipality toward raising the quality of life here in Jeddah in terms of balancing the urban growth in the city. We do actually being a part of many projects by supporting in terms of permission, guidance, leading, balancing the spaces and all the project in the city on the master plan of the city. And today we are doing, in my opinion, a great job toward balancing all the urban growth of the city. We are supporting the infrastructure of the city, trying to protect it from all of the natural, let's say, rains and all of that. And also we are doing a great job in providing public spaces in the city that develop the quality of life. Of course, all of these projects can bring the near future to Jeddah and achieve His Highness Vision 2030, and Jeddah municipality is a part of it, and actually it's starting with all this project from the beginning by all the permissions and try to meet all the requirements and the legislations, and we are trying to be and work with all these projects as alliance, as partners. We look at them as a teammate that we could be joining on the board and develop our Jeddah.
We're going to go back to the plans of your urban planning in Jeddah. But now I move to you, Eric. First of all, thank you for joining us all the way from the United States, you and your lovely wife, Lara. I'm going to be nice in my questions since your wife is called Lara.
You share the same name.
Yes. Eric, usually the Trump name is associated with iconic addresses around the world. So what standards do you look at before committing the Trump name, and does Trump Plaza come under these standards?
Well, thank you, Laura, and to everybody in Saudi Arabia, thank you. Yousef, who's become a dear friend of mine, and Ziad, who's become a great friend of mine, and the entire DAR team, they've made me feel so at home in Saudi Arabia, and everybody in Saudi Arabia has made me feel so at home. And we came here with one goal, and that's to develop the best projects anywhere in the world. And that's what the Trump Organization is known for. We develop the most iconic projects and the best destinations anywhere in the world. And Yousef came to me and Ziad came to me and said, we want to really do something incredible, and we want to start in Jeddah. We weren't starting in Riyadh, we were going to start in Jeddah, and you see the building behind me, it's been on the screen all day. It's truly one of the most beautiful skyscrapers anywhere on earth. And we came in and we did a great sales event about a year ago, and it sold out almost instantaneously. The project was so unbelievably successful. And then we moved to Riyadh, and we just launched a second project in Diriyah yesterday. And so this is our third project in the kingdom. And I said yesterday, and I'm going to get myself in trouble for this, I know this, but Saudi Arabia is a place that says yes. And so much of the rest of the world right now is saying no. You go to Europe, you go to so many countries, and you want to build something iconic, you want to build something beautiful. And you know what you hear? You hear no. And yet, in the Gulf, in Saudi, guess what you hear? You hear yes. Not only yes, but we want you to build it bigger, we want you to build it better. We want icons, we want incredible things. You look at the project, you look at Diriyah and what they're doing there. I mean, there's probably no better example of that anywhere in the world, of great vision, of big vision, of bold vision, of committing tremendous amount of capital to make a country great. And so Saudi Arabia should be applauded for that. And there could be no better place for us to come, for us to bring our brand. And there's also no better alignment. We love this country. We love the people of this country. We have been treated so unbelievably well. And so thank you. Thank you for allowing Jeddah to be the first place that we bring our brand within the kingdom. Thank you for making it so unbelievably successful. I know how many buyers there are in this room. I know so many people believe in us and believe in what we're building. Thank you to the mayor, by the way, who I met on our first trip over here, who's been so unbelievably helpful. This country has been an absolute pleasure to work in, one of the easiest places to work, and that's a great testament to the kingdom. So thank you very much. And I promise we're going to deliver great things for this country. We're going to deliver great things for our buyers. And we're going to make you all very, very proud.
I'd like really to thank you, my friend, for this nice word about our company, about myself, about our country also. If you allow me also to just share some information with our clients here, with our there were yesterday with the interview in the Arabiya English. I will quote some word for Eric. He said, Saudi more safe than Europe. Riyadh and Jeddah more safe than London or Paris. So thank you, and you are really you are at home, my friend. Thank you so much.
Well, Laura, if I can, I have to tell you guys a little joke. All over the world, Yousef has become known as Yousef Trump. And so he's taken on, and honestly, if you look at Dart Global, I mean this, we have partners around the world. We work on some of the greatest projects anywhere in the world. And I mean it, you will not find a better team. You will not find a more professional team. We have the opportunity to do any real estate project on earth, really. And we see all of them. And honestly, they're the company I love working with the most. They are so good at what they do. They are so good at delivery. Everything they do is incredibly professional. They're such great people. I mean, Ziad's become a dear personal friend, and we've worked together for, 15 years now? A very long time. Yousef has become one of my closest friends in the world, and the company that they have formed and the job that they do, you see it up here. You can't fake that. You can't fake the renderings. You can't fake the buildings. You can't fake the architecture. I was walking the site earlier today, and I said, I literally turned to Ziad and I said, this is one of the most immaculate, perfectly clean, organized construction sites I've ever seen. And we've built buildings literally on every continent. It was impeccable. And that's the kind of standard that Dart Global puts into their projects. That's the kind of standard that we put into our projects. And that's why I think we've aligned ourselves so well. We enjoy working together. We have an unbelievable relationship. My team at the Trump Organization, many of whom are here tonight, they work so seamlessly with the incredible Dart team who we love. We've really become one family, and it's become so much fun. And that's why not only did we do Jeddah, but we did a great project, obviously, in Arabiya. We're doing a second one in Jeddah, which we're obviously talking about tonight. We're doing a wonderful project together in the Maldives. We have an unbelievable hotel that we're building right on Sheikh Zayed in Dubai. We have Trump Oman, which has been really, really incredible. And there are going to be a couple others that are going to be announced. But the partnership has been so unbelievable. They are so good at what they do. And we truly love you, Yousef. And that's why we call you Yousef Trump. We love you. And I know there's going to be many more things we do together.
So more projects, more collaborations we're going to see soon between the two?
I think you're going to see many more. I think you're going to see many, many more. So
Great.
I think his smile says it all right there, right?
Great. Ziad, the timing of the launch couldn't be better, because I think this is probably the first project in Jeddah that is being launched with the new law, with the new foreign ownership law. Now foreigners can buy in Jeddah, but there are a few things that are still not clear. Can you explain to us in which cities exactly can foreigners buy, and would they be also confined to certain zones or certain projects?
Thank you.
Use mine.
Thank you. So we as a company, we are specialized in working around the globe in attracting foreign investors to the cities in which we operate. This is why we are in south of Spain. This is why we are in London. This is why we are in Dubai, in Ras Al Khaimah, in Muscat, in Doha. And one of the reasons we opened Dar Global in 2024 in Saudi is when we understood that there was a law that is going to be issued to allow foreign investment in the real estate market in Saudi. So we came here on purpose, and we came here for that reason, because our parent company, who has been around for 32 years, is already doing a good job in the Saudi real estate market. But we entered because of this transformation that we are witnessing in the kingdom. And it's not just the opening up of the real estate market. It started with the opening up of foreign ownership of companies, then the real estate market, and then the capital markets. This is a clear statement that this amazing country is open for investment to the globe. And this is what motivates us to be here. This is why we moved approximately 60% of our portfolio to the kingdom. With the launch tonight, we have $11 billion of a project pipeline, which makes Dar Global in a year and a half one of the biggest non-governmental real estate companies operating in the kingdom. And we are here for a reason. On Saturday, I was doing, the only way we can do that is a Zoom call with our 3,000 brokers and our 9 sales offices present in 65 cities around the globe. And I was presenting to them why Saudi, why Riyadh, why Jeddah. And we finished after approximately 4 hours and a half, because there were 2 hours and a half of Q&A. And almost the 3,000 brokers immediately engaged with what they have seen. Why? Because yes, you said to Yousef, why Jeddah? But also you need to understand something very important about Saudi. Saudi is part of the GCC. It's the largest country in the GCC. It's a G20 country. But Saudi is not a one-city country. When you open up a market like Saudi Arabia, which is already, without any foreign investment in real estate, $100 billion a year market. But Saudi is not a one-city market. It's Riyadh, it's Jeddah, it's the holy cities of Mecca and Medina, it's Dammam, it's Khobar, it's Al-Ula, it's the Red Sea, it's Neom, and we can go on to reach at least 20 target cities that are today viable cities for investment for the locals and will be very important for the foreign markets. And let me tell you this without getting into trouble also. So many countries opened up their real estate markets to foreign investment, and they created a local problem. Because the foreigners came in and bought the real estate that was designed to satisfy the local demand for housing. And I'm sure everybody knows there's a very big local demand for housing in Saudi, because we have one of the youngest populations and a population that has a high annual growth. So the government came with a very intelligent way and said, listen, number one, the golden visa will only qualify at 4 million riyals, meaning everybody who's into social housing and middle-class housing has been restricted from getting any competition for foreigners who are desiring a golden visa. So we protected that market.
So this is still the case.
This
I
is
will
the case.
get automatically a premium visa
On
if
4 million
on
riyals.
4 million
Exact.
riyals and above.
4 million or more, yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much. You should join us in sales. So this is a good thing. Also, the government said foreign investors will be allowed certain areas that do not compete with the demand for the local competition in every city in Saudi. And this
Every city, not 4 cities, not the 4 major cities.
we're starting with 4 cities, but eventually this is a nationwide law. And in every major city, you're gonna have designated project by the real estate governance authority, who are doing an amazing job at making sure that the market will open up and the market will continue to be protected and growing, and not eventually having the local market fighting with the foreigners on the purchase of real estate and eventually destroying the market. So what has been done is very intelligent. The full details of the areas and the projects will be released on the 23rd of January, which is 10 days from today.
And the fees that the foreign investor pays, are they different than the local investor?
No, they are the same.
Okay.
But they are one of the most competitive in the world. We do a lot of work in Europe. And I can tell you, in the last 3 to 4 years, it has been so gray. Every 2 to 3 months, a new tax, wealth tax, mansions tax, capital gains tax increase, stamp duty increase, VAT. It reached in some places today, you are paying 16 to 17% registration tax alone. While here, you don't have a capital gains tax, you don't have an inheritance tax, you do not have an annual real estate tax on individuals. You don't have any of these normal taxes that we see, except when you reach completion, you pay 5% and you register your property. And for foreign investors, this is very important because they are running away from heavily taxed areas. For foreign investors also, it's very important that we are explaining to them that there is a regulator that is protecting them. It's not just open without somebody taking care of all these off-plan projects that are being launched. There is a very active regulator who would issue these licenses and audits all these projects, which is also very important for the foreign investors. We deal with 120 nationalities, and we promise we're gonna bring those 120 nationalities to the kingdom and move from just being a real estate developer involved in housing to being part in the FDI of Saudi Arabia.
Will we have escrow accounts also to protect the foreign investors?
All the projects that are off plan have escrow accounts issued before you are allowed to start selling the project.
Thank you, Mr. Ziad. Mr. Yousef, who do you think you are able to attract from these nationalities? Do you think the first comers are the resident expats? And do you think you will attract end users or investors?
Okay, actually both. There is a lot of end users. They are looking for our units or our development, and also there is a lot of investors. Usually, most of the investors they come before the market open up. Now, all of us, everybody now in the earth knows Saudi going to open up. So that means still the market undervalued. So there's a lot of investors willing to invest in Saudi. We have almost now 50 nationality. They are willing to invest in Saudi. I mean nationality, not investor. So you can imagine there's a lot of investors they are looking for to invest here in Saudi, if in Riyadh or in Jeddah or somewhere else.
Dr. Abdulaziz, thank you, Mr. Yousef.
We have some other projects in the demand also, and there's also another demand. So, yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Yousef. Dr. Abdulaziz, what can you tell us about the dynamics of supply and demand that is coming to the real estate sector in Jeddah, given the opening up of the market and given the expectations in the population growth?
I think Saudi Arabia is coming to an open channel with the world by welcoming all these kind of projects. Speaking about demand and supply of housing units, we do have in Jeddah many sectors that are working on housing. We have the Ministry of Municipalities, which provide many units here in Jeddah. They do provide, I think, about 50 or more than 50,000 units. We do have private investors who work in here with us in Jeddah Municipality, who's providing many type of units here in Jeddah. We do have now our foreign investors who coming back to us here in Jeddah, and we hope you come at the third time here to Jeddah with the next residential development here in Jeddah. So that means the demand is very high here in Jeddah. And we do have more than 4 million inhabitants here in Jeddah, which means the supply, I think, is still ongoing with all these projects to come and provide with the demand. And also we do have these mega projects which provide many residential units, but it's providing many different type of communities where you work, entertain, play, and live, which is a target that we want to achieve with our leader here in Jeddah. I remember this project at the first time when Dar Global came to the mayor office and introduced this project, and he was making it so easier for them to come and helping them to understand how the country is turning to the open with the world by welcoming all these kind of projects here in Jeddah and in Saudi Arabia in general. So yeah, I think that the supply and the demand is ongoing in Jeddah.
What does this mean to prices? I will ask you about that, Ziad, after I ask you, Eric, about the branded residence market in Saudi Arabia. How do you assess the opportunities? If we look at the kingdom, there's a huge potential because we are talking here about probably 2,000 branded residents in Saudi. In comparison, if we look at Dubai, we are talking there about 40,000 units. So do you see huge opportunities in that sector in Saudi Arabia?
Well, there's definitely huge opportunity, and I think Jeddah was great case in point to the fact that there's huge opportunity. We launched the building, and I think Ziad, you can speak to the exact numbers, but I think we sold 80% of the building in the first 10 days of launching the project, and they were saying, hold on, it's selling out too quickly, and so it shows that there's tremendous demand. And I think on the converse side, the flip side to this, we're one of the biggest Western brands anywhere in the world. We're probably the most recognizable real estate brand, or maybe brand in general, on earth. And the fact that we've come into Saudi Arabia with such vigor, with such passion, with such size and scope, I think speaks to the fact that the market's ready for it. And what's happening this week is an unbelievable thing for this country. The fact that foreign investment, that foreign buyers can come into the kingdom is an incredible thing. And by the way, Ziad started touching on it, but the kingdom has tremendous tax advantages over so many places around the world. And I think that's going to bring a lot of capital. Time and time again, you see tax havens all over the world, and that attracts capital versus places that go in the opposite direction. There's a lot of places around the world that are going in the exact opposite direction. Just look at Europe, not to pick on them because I've done a little bit of that tonight. So I think you're going to see a lot of capital investment coming in. I think based on the fact that the markets are opening up, you're going to see a lot of money coming in vis-a-vis those avenues. I think you're going to see trade get bolstered between Saudi Arabia and the rest of the Gulf, and frankly the rest of the world. I think you're going to see volumes massively increase. But again, we are case in point to the fact that the market exists. The speed at which we sold our project, the enthusiasm that we see, the enthusiasm that we had last night. I can't tell you how big this event was. I can't tell you, how much real estate was sold last night on an opening night where we weren't even trying to really sell real estate. We were just introducing a product, to Riyadh. It's case in point to the fact that the market exists, that Western brands work, that people want super exclusive real estate. They want the most discerning product. They want to live the best lifestyles. They want this product, and they love our brand, and they love what Dar does, and they trust Dar. The system works right now, and I hope it can only be further expanded on, and I think you're going to see it. when you look at what they're doing in Riyadh, when you look at the Daraya project, when you look at the compilation of brands, there's probably 40 major brands from around the world that are coming in there. I think the worldwide attention that puts on this country is a beautiful thing. And I was joking with the person who runs that project, Jerry, but I was joking with him yesterday. I said, listen, Trump is going to get you more attention than all those other brands combined times 5. And we will, but you better believe that the world is watching when we launch this first project in Jeddah. You better believe that the world is watching right now. And you better believe that the world was watching last night as we launched our great project in Daraya. And I can tell you, the excitement is real. The excitement for this country is real. And we are here at the perfect time.
Thank you, Eric. And the world is watching what's happening today here in Jeddah. And given the enthusiasm about the different projects, so what will happen to prices? If we look at the prices of real estate in Jeddah, yes, they appreciated in the past few years, but it's not comparable to Riyadh. Riyadh prices appreciated much more. They are still below 2016 levels. On average now, the square meter of a villa in Jeddah stands around 5,000 riyal. That's compared to 6,500 back in 2016. So what are your expectations for prices for real estate in Jeddah?
So prices of real estate in Jeddah and in any other city are subject to supply and demand. And we cannot talk about real estate in general. We need to look at the markets. There are micro markets in every city and micro markets in every country. So when we look at a country like Saudi Arabia or Jeddah or Riyadh as a city, we need to segregate the market. So we have the social housing market, which is the belly of the market. Then we have the middle class housing, and we have the luxury housing. So they all move differently based on demand. So we work in the luxury housing segment, and we have seen some growth, but not the kind of growth that people are talking about. So a luxury apartment or a luxury villa 4 to 5 years ago used to be selling at 6,000 to 8,000 riyals per square meter. Today it's between 10 to 11,000. And if we just take the normal inflation, this is not exorbitant. The government is very much aware in the areas where you have speculation and in the areas where you have artificial prices. And again, just like that law for foreign investment, they're also very intelligent in the way they are guiding the market to correct any price hikes because of speculation or any other type of supply and demand mismatch available in the market. And we've seen this in the city of Riyadh in the last 4 months. We've already have a relaxation in many areas that had a mismatch between supply and demand. So you need to trust that you have a regulator here who is very much attentive to the health of the market.
Ziad, one last question. I know our time is up, but one last question to you, Ziad, and I know Eric will love that question, is you or Eric, I cannot see you without asking you about cryptocurrency. So my question to Ziad or to you, would crypto be accepted as a form of payment in these projects?
Yes, and we'd love it. And Ziad and I made a major announcement with Yousef. We launched Trump International Hotel and Tower Dubai right on Sheikh Zayed. It's one of the tallest buildings, one of the tallest hotels in all of Dubai. And we made this big announcement. You can pay using cryptocurrency. You can pay using Bitcoin. You can pay using Ethereum. You can pay using stablecoin. We would gladly accept that because cryptocurrency is the future. It's a future of finance. It's what everybody's turning to. And so we would love to accept cryptocurrency. It's something that we really believe in. And we've been working on tokenization of certain assets. We're working on a project in the Maldives right now with Lara, where we're actually going to tokenize that project. And listen, we're gonna live in a future where in the next several years you're going to see this. Everything's going to become tokenized. You're going to have tokenized art. You're going to have tokenized commodity. You're going to have tokenized oil and gas. You're going to have a different system of payments. Things aren't going to be on the SWIFT network. Things are going to be done using stablecoin to transact business. And every single day you're seeing more and more cryptocurrency
appear in our everyday lives. Some of it's called cryptocurrency and it's labeled cryptocurrency and we think of it as cryptocurrency. And then you have others which are totally transparent. It's just the ease of doing business, the ease of transacting, the ease of sending money from point to point to your friends. That's all part of the crypto revolution. And I think you're going to see that enter real estate in a very, very big way. I think you're going to see tokenization become a bigger and bigger theme in real estate. And certainly in terms of a payment method, people want different forms of payment. And I certainly think you're going to see much more real estate around the world, around the Gulf, in Saudi, transacted either vis-a-vis stablecoins or either vis-a-vis traditional forms of cryptocurrency, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the other major projects.
And we have seen lately the endorsement of the Ministry of Housing in Saudi Arabia for tokenization. One last round of questions. I want to hear your concluding remarks. Mr. Yousef, let me start with you. If you look at this project 5 years from now or 10 years from now, what do you hope it would represent?
Okay, actually, we as a developer, we try to be usually the developer or the real estate development, it's a local knowledge everywhere, even in the West. The local people, they know where is the value creation, how you can create value, where is the growth for the city. And so we are a local developer. 10 years ago, we decided to be also with international standard. That's why we look for this relationship between Dar Al Arkan and Trump organization and also one of the top developer in the world and others also. So that's why we bring this project, with this brand for this project to see how to build something unique in this city, in this unique city. So I believe we'll build something, take appreciation, not depreciation, because sometimes some developers, when they build some building, it's depreciate within a decade, unfortunately. But we would like to build something, take an appreciation year after year.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Yousef.
you.
Dr. Abdulaziz, where are you seeing Jeddah in the next 5 to 10 years?
I think the city is rising. The future is great. I think we are in Jeddah municipality planning or be a part of this plan to the next future. I'm hoping to see more and more of these iconic building in Jeddah within this prime location, which is a great to have the second great iconic building on King Abdulaziz Street. I think we welcome all investors to be part of the city and be allies with Jeddah municipality to build a great future of the city.
Eric, your concluding remarks. Where do you see Jeddah? Where do you see the kingdom in the coming few years?
Well, in the 5-6 years I've been coming to Saudi Arabia and the 20 plus years I've been coming to the Gulf, I can tell you how fast the whole part of the world and this country has been moving. And I think that's a beautiful thing. I think it's a beautiful thing for Saudi. I think it's a beautiful thing for the Gulf. I can tell you this country is doing incredibly well. The vision of this country is incredible. The size and magnitude of the projects are breathtaking, what's happening. And so as a company and as a family, we're all in. And beyond that, the love and respect and hospitality and just true friendship that we felt here is really unlike so many other places in the world. We've been welcomed with open arms and open hearts, and we've had the greatest time. We've had the absolute greatest time. And so we want to build icons, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to make you incredibly proud, building some of the greatest projects. And Jeddah, you can always say that you were number one. You can always say that you were number one because this was the first project in Saudi, a tower that sold out almost instantaneously, and I think will be a great mark on the skyline, overlooking an incredibly beautiful ocean for a very, very, very long time to come. So thank you for the confidence in our company. Thank you for the confidence in our brand.
We love you very much. We love the country. Know that you have amazing friends from across the pond, and know that you'll see me very often. And thank you for the friendship that you've shown to my wonderful wife Lara, and to my entire team, and to our entire family, and certainly to me. And thank you, last but not least, to this incredible man and Yousef, who have just become such dear friends, and the professionalism of the entire Dart team. They're all sitting there. I wish I could give you all hugs from the stage, but you are amazing at what you do, and you've put so much time and effort into everything that we've accomplished this week, and we love you and we appreciate you. And thank you, Saudi Arabia.
Thank you again, Eric, for these lovely words, and thank you again for joining us from such a long distance. Ziad, your concluding remark.
So my concluding remark is actually the starting remark. For any intelligent investor today, in Saudi or in the globe, who looks at cross-border real estate, if you look at the next 10 years of Saudi, and just go, don't take my word, go to visit Saudi/calendar and look at the number of global activities and events happening in that single country over the next 10 years that are not available in any other country in the world. So any investor who does not have in his or her portfolio for the next 10 years Saudi Arabia, they're gonna look back and say, oh, why didn't I do this, or why didn't I buy more?
Thank you all. Thank you, Ziad. Thank you all for sharing these beautiful insights with us. And with this, we conclude our panel. This is not about discussing one single project. This is discussing a city and what's happening, the amazing things that are happening in Jeddah and in Saudi Arabia. Thank you.
Thank you.